An unprecedented drone assault before a critical phone call. What happened next? Last night, Russia unleashed an unprecedented wave of drone attacks on Ukraine, hitting numerous buildings and residential zones. This happened just hours after an insightful and somewhat troubling conversation took place between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to officials in Kyiv, the drone barrage persisted for a staggering 13 hours and resulted in at least 23 injuries. Impressively, the Ukrainian Air Force intercepted 476 out of a total of 539 Russian drones. Alongside this, Russia launched 11 cruise and ballistic missiles. As explosions shattered the night, thousands of residents sought refuge in shelters, from subway stations to underground parking garages. The night in Kyiv was absolutely terrifying and sleepless. It's been one of the worst nights we've faced, stated Andriy Sybiha, Ukraine's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called this assault one of the most extensive air attacks Ukraine had encountered. Here's where it gets controversial. Zelensky also pointed out that the air raid sirens across cities and regions started blaring almost simultaneously with the news of the Trump-Putin phone call. This event highlighted to many that Russia appeared determined to continue its aggressive military operations without intentions of ceasing hostilities. But it doesn't end there. The strikes ignited fires and damaged multiple parts of the city, including a portion of Kyiv's railway, and 5 ambulances responding to the wounded. In light of recent weeks, Russia has been conducting relentless air operations, utilizing hundreds of missiles and drones. Just earlier this week, Ukraine's foreign minister reported that over 330 missiles, close to 80 ballistic missiles, and thousands of combat drones were launched by Russia against Ukraine. What's more surprising is that the last record-breaking attack occurred just 5 days ago. During that incident, Russia launched 537 drones and missiles. Interestingly, on Thursday, Trump had a lengthy call with Putin. Following their conversation, he expressed his disappointment that the ceasefire talks had not progressed. "We had a call which lasted quite a while, covering many topics, including the situation in Ukraine," Trump said, adding, "I'm not pleased with this outcome." When asked if he saw any progress on a deal, Trump replied, "No," further stating, "I didn't make any headway today." Trump also mentioned that he would speak to Zelensky early the next morning, sharing his disappointment over his conversation with Putin and his belief that the Russian leader was not inclined to end the conflict. But here's the twist. Shortly after this, the Trump administration announced it would temporarily halt certain weapon shipments to Ukraine, including air defense missiles. This decision was made to safeguard America's own military reserves. Now, here's something to consider. The U.S. has been Ukraine's largest single contributor of military aid since the conflict began, providing advanced air defense system, drones, and more. But with Trump now back in power, the landscape of U.S. support to Kyiv has shifted, raising questions about its future. What do you think about this shift in U.S. support and the ongoing conflict? Do you believe the U.S. should continue its support for Ukraine, or is it time to reconsider the approach? Share your thoughts in the comments.